walk was that it was a very educational experience. We learned a lot about how hard it is to bring water from faraway water sources to people's homes that can't access clean water. And sometimes there are closer water sources, but they may not be clean, so they either have to walk far to go find clean water, or they can purify the water, but that's also very difficult. And we also learned that finding water is not an easy task, because often it's not just a straight path to the, wherever the water source is. You have to climb mountains, go over rocky paths, and it's often very hot. And it also, on the way back from getting the water, a lot of people will lose a lot of the water because a lot of times they have just open buckets holding the water. So they end up traveling a long way in the heat and end up losing a lot of their water.
My experience with the water walk, I would say, is mostly positive. I didn't realize that in many other places in the world, clean water is not that accessible. I feel like here we take water for granted, but in other places many children may have to take detours or go up hills or even face dangerous situations in order to acquire clean water for them and their family. And I've come to realize that water is very essential to living, but also very difficult to get by.
So my experience with the water walk was very eye-opening and tiring. The tiring part was what the point was to get across, because not all countries are able to access clean water as easily, and they have difficulty obtaining clean water. So these exercises that we were performing at the water walk was just to show that, and that just really opened my eyes into the issue with clean water.